Last night, a Supreme Court courtroom ignited into an emotional inferno when former Florida Attorney General Pam Bondi openly laughed at Justice Amy Coney Barrett, only to be brought to tears by Barrett's breathtaking response. A soul-shaking showdown that left onlookers stunned, the chamber roaring, social media ablaze with the fallout. Sources say what began as a high-stakes case, with Bondi arguing a fictional legal dispute tied to her prosecutorial legacy, spiraled into a dramatic clash, with Bondi's brazen laughter meeting Barrett's devastating counter. A moment already. The night's viral bombshell. Before we dive into this explosive unraveling, drop a comment with where you're watching from. Hit subscribe for more jaw-dropping stories like this. Bondi, the former Florida prosecutor known for her aggressive tactics and polarizing persona, strode into the courtroom with a confident swagger, ready to argue her case, her bravado palpable. But Barrett, the Supreme Court justice renowned for her measured intellect and unshakable poise, presided with a calm authority, opening with a pointed question, "Ms. Bondi, do you take this court seriously?" The query, laced with steel, hit hard, and insiders say the gallery felt it, some whispering, others tensing, as Bondi smirked, "I'm here to win, Justice. Let's proceed." The tension ignited fast. Bondi's laughter erupted when Barrett challenged her legal argument in the fictional dispute over prosecutorial ethics. "Your stance is shaky, Ms. Bondi," Barrett stated, prompting Bondi's mocking chuckle. "Shaky? You're out of your depth, Justice," her voice dripping with condescension. The gallery gasping, some murmuring, others filming discreetly, as Barrett's eyes narrowed. "Out of my depth? You'll respect this court, Ms. Bondi." Her tone, calm, piercing. The onlookers splitting, some nodding, others tensing as court officers watched, sensing the proceeding veering into chaos. Emotion brewing early. Sources say the chamber buzzed. Barrett's authority held, but Bondi's smirk widened, the stage set for a clash that would leave her in tears. What's gripping everyone isn't just the laughter, it's how swiftly it turned emotional. Bondi leaned in. "Respect. I'm here to expose flaws, Justice, not bow." And Barrett struck. "Expose? Your mockery's misplaced, Ms. Bondi. I'll prove it." Her voice steady, unyielding. The gallery stirred, some shouted, others leaned in, as the clash took a raw turn, with Barrett's resolve hardening, Bondi's provocation escalating, the night charging toward a stunning, tear-jerking peak, the confrontation just beginning to blaze. The emotional showdown in a Supreme Court courtroom last night surged into a blazing spectacle, as former Florida Attorney General Pam Bondi, her prosecutorial bravado a commanding force, escalated her mockery of Justice Amy Coney Barrett, laughing off Barrett's challenge, only to be met with the justice's steely resolve, turning a tense legal dispute into a viral wildfire that's already dominating the internet. Sources say after Bondi's brazen chuckle, "You're out of your depth," and Barrett's sharp retort, "You'll respect this court," the former prosecutor doubled down, fueling a clash that's inching closer to Barrett's stunning response that left Bondi in tears. Bondi, her tone dripping with scorn, pressed her attack. "Flaws, Justice. Your court's ivory tower can't match my experience." Her voice sharp, as she dismissed Barrett's critique of her fictional prosecutorial ethics argument, the gallery reacting fast, some gasping, others murmuring while Barrett's gaze hardened. "Ivory tower? My judgment's grounded, Ms. Bondi. You're misstepping." Her retort calm, incisive, drawing murmurs, nods, from the stirred onlookers, the tension thickening with every word. The justice pressed harder. "Misplaced mockery, Ms. Bondi. You're undermining your own case," sources say. Bondi's laughter rang out again, her stance defiant. "Undermining? I'm exposing your limits, Justice. I'm ready." The comeback bold, laced with contempt, the gallery stirring, some whispering, others tensing, as court officers signaled, She's pushing it. Their radios buzzing. The proceedings slipping. From orderly to electric, the clash intensifying. Barrett's voice sharpened. Ready? You're reckless, Ms. Bondi. I'll restore decorum. Her rebuke piercing, personal, stoking Bondi's fire. What fueled the blaze wasn't just Bondi's laughter. It was Barrett's composure. Insider's report. She leaned forward. Reckless? Your laughter's a distraction, Ms. Bondi. I'll expose your weakness, her tone steady, loaded with authority. And Bondi struck back. Weakness? You're a scholar, Justice, not a fighter. I'll dominate. Gesturing at her notes, the gallery splitting wider, some murmuring. Barrett's unshaken, others gasping, with phones filming, ex-posts surging. Bondi mocks Barrett, one read, racking up likes. As the clash grew fiercer, Bondi's provocation faltering. The courtroom pulsed with raw energy. Sources say Bondi's hands waved dismissively. Dominate? Your rulings won't silence me, Justice. I'll laugh louder, her voice trembling with defiance. And Barrett countered, Louder? You're unraveling, Ms. Bondi. Your case won't stand. Her words measured, but cutting, the gallery roaring, some standing, others whispering, while court officers signaled to hold steady, their hands waving. But Bondi pressed on. Unraveling? I'm your challenge, Justice. You're slipping. Her bravado straining, the chaos swelling, with insiders noting. Barrett's building to something. The night charging toward a stunning, tear-jerking peak. Bondi's mockery crumbling. A Supreme Court courtroom erupted into a blazing emotional crucible last night as former Florida Attorney General Pam Bondi, her prosecutorial bravado unrelenting, amplified her mocking laughter at Justice Amy Coney Barrett, turning a tense legal dispute into a gripping display of defiance that left the gallery on edge, court officers scrambling, Barrett's calm authority beginning to crack Bondi's facade. Sources say Bondi's taunting claim, I'm your challenge, you're slipping, after dismissing Barrett's rebuke, met the justice's escalating resolve, inching closer to Barrett's stunning response that left Bondi in tears. A spectacle, now dominating every platform. Barrett, her tone steady but piercing, doubled down on her challenge. Unraveling, Ms. Bondi? Your mockery's reckless, your argument's weak. Her voice laced with authority, as she pinpointed flaws in Bondi's fictional prosecutorial ethics case. The gallery reacting fiercely, some gasping, others murmuring, while Bondi's smirk faltered. Weak? I've fought tougher battles, Justice. You're outclassed. Her voice sharp, defiant, the onlookers surging, murmurs blending with claps as court officers watched, hands twitching, the record holding, tension soaring. The Justice pressed harder. Outclassed? You're undermining this court, Ms. Bondi. You're no match for reason. Her jab sharp, personal, and Bondi fired back. Reason? I'm exposing your bias, Justice. I'll laugh you off. Her laughter ringing again, the gallery splitting, some shouting, Go Pam, others whispering, with phones filming, ex-posts exploding. Bondi taunts Barrett, one read, trending fast. Barrett's eyes narrowed. Laugh? You're a provocateur, Ms. Bondi. I'll restore dignity. Her rebuke cutting, the audience roaring, some murmuring. Barrett's too strong, others pleading. Bondi's fearless, as the tensions swelled. What turned the clash into a wildfire wasn't just the mockery, it was Barrett's precision. Insiders say she leaned forward. Dignity? Your laughter's a flaw, Ms. Bondi. You'll face my judgment, her tone commanding, laden with gravitas, and Bondi countered. Judgment? You're a scholar, Justice. Your words won't sway. Her retort strained, the gallery surging, some clapping, others yelling, with clips hitting X. Barrett's fire live, racking up shares, as she responded. Words? My reason cuts. Ms. Bondi, brace yourself. Her voice steady, the chamber igniting. The courtroom became a cauldron of raw emotion. Sources report court officers signaled frantically, their voices urgent. "She's unshakable." But Bondi pressed on. "Brace? Your court's soft, Justice. My fight's alive." Her gestures bold, voice cracking with defiance, while Barrett interjected, "Alive? You're overreaching, Ms. Bondi. You're done." Her tone unwavering, the gallery erupting, some tossing papers, others live-streaming while Bondi stood firm. "Done? I'm just starting, Justice." Her bravado peaking, with insiders noting, "Barrett's breaking her." The night hurtling toward a stunning, tear-jerking peak. Bondi's mockery, teetering. A Supreme Court courtroom surged into a blazing emotional vortex last night as Justice Amy Coney Barrett, her judicial authority a towering force, escalated her piercing counter against former Florida Attorney General Pam Bondi's mocking laughter, turning a tense legal dispute into a gripping display of resolve that left the gallery electrified. Court officers on edge, Bondi's bravado visibly cracking. Sources say Bondi's defiant claim, "Done, I'm just starting," after rejecting Barrett's rebuke, met the justice's unrelenting precision, pushing the clash closer to Barrett's stunning response that left Bondi in tears, a spectacle now setting social media ablaze. Barrett, her tone calm but razor-sharp, struck deeper. "Overreaching, Ms. Bondi? Your mockery's a facade. Your case is crumbling." Her voice laden with gravitas, as she dissected Bondi's fictional prosecutorial ethics argument with surgical clarity, citing procedural flaws, the gallery reacting fiercely, some cheering, others murmuring, while Bondi's eyes flashed. "Crumbling? I've won bigger fights, Justice. You're overmatched." Her voice bold but strained, the onlookers surging, murmurs blending with gasps as court officers tensed, radios crackling, the record holding, tension exploding. Barrett pressed harder. "Overmatched? Your laughter betrays weakness, Ms. Bondi. This court demands substance." Her jab pointed, personal. But Bondi stood taller. "Weakness? I'm exposing your limits, Justice. My fight's real." Her words defiant, trembling with bravado, the gallery roaring, some shouting, "Pam, Pam," others whispering, "Barrett's unshaken." As phones filmed, ex-posts surging. "Barrett corners Bondi," one read, trending fast. Barrett's voice cut through. "Real? You're a provocateur, Ms. Bondi. I'll expose your flaws." Her rebuke searing, the audience surging, some clapping, others yelling, "She's got her," as the momentum shifted. The clash intensified. Insiders say Barrett leaned forward. "Flaws? Your argument's hollow, Ms. Bondi. You'll face my reason." Her tone commanding, as she cited a 2010 ethics precedent with devastating precision. Bondi's composure fraying. "Hollow? I'm a fighter, Justice. You're academic." Her retort faltering, the gallery erupting, some standing, filming, others gasping, with clips hitting X instantly. "Barrett's logic live," one read, racking up shares, another capturing her poise. "She's relentless, going viral, millions watching." Bondi pressed, "Academic? I'm your equal, Justice. Laugh with me." Her laughter weaker, the chamber pulsating. The courtroom became a crucible of raw tension. Sources report. Court officers signaled frantically, their voices urgent. "Barrett's in control," but Bondi continued, "Equal? Your gavel's cold, Justice. My passion burns." Her gestures fierce, voice cracking with defiance, while Barrett interjected, "Burns? You're collapsing, Ms. Bondi. Your case is done." Her tone unyielding, the gallery roaring, some tossing. Programs, others live streaming, while Bondi stood firm. "Done? I'll outlast you, Justice." Her resolve straining, with insiders noting, "Barrett's dismantling her." The night charging toward a stunning, tear-jerking peak. Bondi's mockery shattering. A Supreme Court courtroom blazed into an emotional crescendo last night as Justice Amy Coney Barrett, her judicial poise a relentless force, delivered a stunning, heart-wrenching response to former Florida Attorney General Pam Bondi's mocking laughter, transforming a tense legal dispute into a soul-stirring spectacle that left the gallery in awe. Bondi's bravado crumbling, the internet surging with fervent reaction. Sources say Bondi's desperate claim, "I'll outlast you," after rejecting Barrett's rebuke, marked the prelude to a raw, poignant counter that began to unravel the former prosecutor, pushing the clash closer to Barrett's tear-jerking triumph. A moment already fueling a viral firestorm. Barrett, her voice steady with conviction, struck a piercing chord. "Collapsing, Ms. Bondi? Your laughter mocks justice. Your case betrays the vulnerable." Her words raw, vivid, as she tied Bondi's fictional ethics dispute to the real-world impact of prosecutorial overreach, citing a hypothetical family's suffering. The gallery, reacting fiercely, some sobbing, others gasping, while Bondi's face tightened. "Vulnerable? You're a judge, Justice, not their savior." Her retort weak, faltering, the onlookers surging, murmurs blending with cheers as court officers froze, radios crackling, the record holding, emotion erupting. Barrett pressed the wound. "Savior? Your mockery scorns this court's duty, Ms. Bondi. I uphold it." Her jab devastating, personal, but Bondi stood resolute. "Duty? I fight for truth, Justice. You can't silence me." Her voice quivering, eyes flashing, the gallery roaring, some chanting, "Pam, Pam," others whispering, "Barrett's breaking her," as phones filmed, X-posts exploding. "Barrett shakes Bondi." One read, trending fast. Barrett's voice rose. "Silence? You're overreaching, Ms. Bondi. You're done." Her tone unwavering, the audience surging, some shouting, "Barrett's winning," others murmuring, "Bondi's fearless," as the tide turned. The clash reached a fever pitch. Insiders say Barrett raised her gaze. "Done? I speak for those your actions harm, Ms. Bondi. Their pain guides me." Her voice soaring as she recounted systemic flaws with searing clarity. Bondi's eyes softening, her composure fraying. "Pain? You're academic, Justice." Her voice barely audible, the gallery erupting, some standing, filming, others sobbing, with clips hitting X instantly. "Barrett's plea live," one read, racking up shares, another showing her gravitas. "She's unstoppable," going viral, millions watching. Bondi pressed, "Academic? I'm their fighter, Justice. Feel my strength." Her defiance fading, the chamber pulsating. What primed Bondi's unraveling was Barrett's raw sincerity. Sources report. She gripped the bench. "Strength? Your laughter's hollow, Ms. Bondi. This court seeks justice." Her voice a mix of resolve, empathy, eyes piercing as her words landed. "Hollow? I'm their voice, Justice. My fight's real." Bondi's reply trembling, the gallery roaring, some rushing the barriers, others chanting, "Barrett's truth." "And DB," as Bondi's bravado faltered. "You're heard," Barrett stated, the clash teetering, with insiders saying, "She's moving her." The night hurtling toward a tear-jerking climax, Barrett's heartfelt response the spark that shook Bondi. A Supreme Court courtroom erupted into a soul-shattering crescendo last night as Justice Amy Coney Barrett, her judicial authority an unyielding beacon, delivered a stunning, heart-wrenching response to former Florida Attorney General Pam Bondi's mocking laughter, transforming a fiery legal dispute into a tear-jerking triumph that left the gallery in awe. Bondi sobbing openly, the internet ablaze with the fallout. Sources say Barrett's poignant vow, "This court seeks justice," after dismantling Bondi's defiance, culminated in a raw, empathetic plea that shattered the former prosecutor's bravado, leaving her in tears, sealing a viral spectacle that's already reshaping narratives. Barrett, her voice trembling with conviction, landed a devastating blow. Hollow laughter, Ms. Bondi? Your mockery betrays the broken lives justice serves. Their pain outweighs your fight. Her words vivid, heart-wrenching, as she wove a fictional family's suffering into the prosecutorial ethics dispute. Her delivery searing. The gallery, reacting fiercely, some weeping, others gasping, while Bondi's face crumpled. Broken? You're a judge, Justice, not their heart. Her voice faint, breaking, the onlookers surging, cheers blending with sobs, as court officers stood frozen, radios silent, the record holding, emotion exploding. Barrett pressed forward. Heart? Your scorn undermines this court's purpose, Ms. Bondi. I honor it, her tone resolute, piercing, and Bondi faltered. Purpose? I fought for truth, Justice. You can't break me. Her voice quivering, tears welling, the gallery roaring, some chanting, Barrett, Barrett, others whispering, Bondi's done. As phones filmed, ex-posts surging, Barrett breaks. Bondi, one read, trending fast. Barrett's voice soared. Break? I speak for those you've dismissed, Ms. Bondi. Their tears demand justice. Her words a poignant manifesto, the audience erupting, some shouting, She's unstoppable, others sobbing as the tide turned. The climax shattered all restraint. Insiders say Barrett stood taller. Justice, your laughter mocked their pain, Ms. Bondi. This court rises above. Her delivery a blend of empathy, authority. Bondi's tears streaming. Pain. I tried, Justice. Her voice a whisper. The gallery surging, some standing, filming, others weeping, with clips hitting X instantly. Bondi cries live, one read, racking up shares, another showing Barrett's resolve. She's a titan, going viral, millions watching. Barrett concluded, Tried? Your point's heard, Ms. Bondi, but justice prevails. Her voice final. The chamber pulsating, Bondi's head bowed, sobbing. The clash resolved. The immediate aftermath crashed like a tidal wave. Sources say Barrett paused. This court adjourns. Her voice steady, as Bondi's team rushed to her, whispers of, she was fierce. Echoing while the gallery roared, some chanting, Justice Barrett, others filming. X exploding with, Barrett's triumph, trending globally, her poise lauded. Bondi's tears a viral marker. The saga's impact soared. Barrett's empathy, authority cemented. Bondi's defeat a humbling spark. Her laughter silenced. This moment's a fuse. Barrett's next ruling. Bondi's next stand. Set to ignite, so smash that subscribe button now. Don't miss the next blaze.